Hello, Washington. I don't mind counting all these dollars. Hey there, guys. I didn't see my studio audience walk in. Welcome to the Big Idea Experience Live. Today's Big Idea Experience is brought to you by none other than Artie's Online Adventure Emporium.
Hey, Artie, what is, I see that you welcome the kids for the Big Idea Live.
Yeah, I was just telling them how our official sponsor of today's show is Artie's Online Adventure Emporium.
Yeah. Listen, I was going to talk to you about that. I'm glad that you welcome them, but I don't know that you should be using the Big Idea Experience to promote your new online store.
I started an online store, everybody. Of course, I would never advertise the fact that I started an online store with incredible deals that you could buy from right away. Called Artie's Adventure Emporium.
Normally I would try to shut that down, but actually I don't know how you're doing this. I don't know if it's because you get like an orangutan discount, but your prices are amazing. I mean, guys, I was able to order an Apple Watch from Artie's website for like $100.
I'm glad to hear that. Look, you're a happy customer.
Right here.
But listen, Mr. Cody, you should probably open that box later.
Well, what are you talking
Let's
about?
get to the big idea today,
I need
okay?
my watch,
everybody repeat this after me, whatever it is.
Wait. What?
But what's the matter?
It's just an Apple with a pocket watch in it.
Yeah, well, that's...
What is this?
That is an Apple Watch. So,
this isn't an Apple Watch.
Well, sure, you just never have to update the software. Okay, so we should probably move on, right?
Okay, Artie, is this how you're making all this money and why your prices are so low? Are you tricking all these people?
What? I mean, I don't think that. I should probably get going. You should go to the Big Idea. I'll see you later.
Artie, do you know what the Big Idea is for this month?
Is it good salesmanship?
No. It is integrity. Well, matter of fact, everybody can repeat this with us. Integrity.
Integrity.
Choosing to be truthful.
Choosing to be truthful.
And whatever you say and do.
Well, Mr. Cody, sound like I actually lied. I mean, that is an Apple Watch. It's an Apple with a watch in it. So.
Well, you may feel like you didn't actually lie, but you weren't choosing to be truthful in whatever you say and do. And eventually, people are going to, when they find out that these products aren't what they ordered, they're just going to come bring them back and expect a return from you.
What? But they can't. I mean, this is my money. I'm so close with these old guys. Jefferson, Lincoln, Franklin, my dearest Washington. These guys are my friends now.
I don't think that you actually are close with them. If you were, you would be really, really focused on having the big idea of integrity. You know who this is on the $1 bill?
That's George Washington.
That is correct. And he's actually our idea instigator for the day.
What? Our idea instigator?
Have you ever heard this story about George Washington and the cherry tree?
I don't think I have.
Well, let me tell it to you. When George was about 6 years old, he received a brand new hatchet.
Oh.
Like most young boys at that time, he quite enjoyed walking to and fro and using his hatchet to chop down weeds and sticks of all kinds.
Oh, boy.
One day, he walked through his mother's garden and he tried the edge of his hatchet on the bark of a fine-looking cherry tree, which his father was very proud of.
Oh.
The bark being cut on the young cherry tree caused the tree to die, and his father quickly asked everyone in the house who had been mischievous to cut the bark off the tree. "Oh no, my cherry tree has fallen." But no one knew who it was.
Really?
Finally, when George himself was asked, he quickly cried out,
"I cannot tell a lie, Father. You know I cannot tell a lie. It was me who cut the cherry tree with my little hatchet."
His father's anger subsided, and he took his son in his arms, saying, There. Your honesty is more valuable to me than any tree, even if it grew money itself."
Wow, what a cool story. I can't imagine having a hatchet and a powdered wig at the age of 6. That sounds awesome.
Well, I don't know that it quite looked exactly like that. That was an interesting thought. But it is amazing to see just how important integrity is.
So you're saying that George was willing to be honest even though he might have gotten in trouble for it?
He could have gotten in big trouble.
So
but he
did
was
that
willing
story
to...
really happen, Mr. Cody?
Well, I don't know. Some people say that it's a myth. Some people say it's more of a legend. But
your story about honesty was a lie?
Well, not quite. You see, listen.
You lied.
You see, Artie, there was a person named Weems that after George Washington had passed away, they recorded this biography, and this story was told by one of George Washington's friends. Now, they chose to remain anonymous, so we don't really know if it was actually happened or not, but the principle, the point that matters still remains. It's important to be honest, even if you think you might get in trouble for it, even if you think it might cost you something.
So you're saying that to live with integrity would be to not just not tell a lie, but also not to do things that would make people believe a lie either.
That's exactly right, like having an online store and selling fake products.
Like an Apple Watch.
Like an Apple Watch.
So I guess what you're saying is really integrity comes down to a choice.
That's
choosing
right.
to be truthful in whatever you say and do.
And when you do that, you are making the smart decision. And not only that, you're treating others right by being honest with them.
Well, I suppose I have some Washingtons to return. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
All right. See you, Artie.
Well, guys, welcome to our big idea experiment. And today we're going to be showing one that helps us demonstrate the big idea of integrity. Now, I have a string here, and we're going to make a cat's cradle. And exactly how you guys do that is you wrap it around your hands like this, and then you take your middle fingers and you pull it apart, and it's going to make this web here. Now, the reason that we're going to talk about this is because when we tell lies, sometimes we can feel like we get all tangled up in a mess and we don't know how to get ourselves out of it. But to help me demonstrate this today, I am going to need a friend to come up and help me out. Miss Madeline, why don't you come on down? So, Miss Madeline, we are talking all about our big idea of integrity, which helps us to be honest even when things are hard. So, we're going to do a cat's cradle today, which I already walked us through how we get it started. But when we tell lies, we can feel like we get all trapped up and we don't know how to get out. So, I need you to put your hand right there through the middle one. Yeah, just like that. So then what we're going to do is I'm going to drop them and you're going to be trapped. Ready? So now you are trapped. Just like when we tell lies, we can feel like we get trapped. But when we use integrity, when we're honest with one another, we can get ourselves out of that trap. Just like that. Isn't that cool? Now, George Washington said, "I hold the maximum no less applicable to public than to private affairs, that honesty is the best policy." And that's exactly what we're talking about today. When we're honest, when we have integrity, we can get ourselves out of messy situations where lying may have gotten us into.